Boris Johnson is being urged by legal advisers and experts to counter an expansionist EU policy that could continue after Brexit with a new state aid system. State aid, not to be confused with international or humanitarian aid, provides British companies with government funding and support in order to improve their business. Prior to Brexit, the EU had a role in deciding which UK businesses would be allowed or disallowed from receiving aid in this way in order to maintain fair competition. Also referred to as a level playing field, subsidy control remains one of the main reasons the UK and EU still have not been able to agree on a trade deal this year. However, one policy expert has said the EU's subsidy rules were particularly tough, meaning businesses often had to jump through hoops to receive government assistance. Thomas Pope, senior economist at the Institute for Government think tank, has said the UK is now in a position to design its own system which would not only be better for businesses, but also remove a key stumbling block in negotiations. He told Express, "I think what the government can and should do is design a better system than the EU. The EU rules have quite a low threshold upon which they kick in. And that means there are a lot of subsidies that are very small, and aren't really going to distort competition, that a local authority has to jump through hoops and hire a lawyer to ensure they're being consistent with state aid rules for a relatively small subsidy, say to a local swimming pool. It's true the EU rules are very stringent, and the UK could probably design a less stringent set of rules that would still work as an effective regime that might mean a bit less red tape for small businesses and small local authorities. The issue of subsidy controls is also particularly important for Northern Ireland and Ireland. According to Mr. Pope, Article 10 of the Northern Ireland Protocol, agreed by the government already, allows the EU to continue to rule on subsidies between Northern Ireland and Ireland after Brexit. He added, in the report, "We acknowledge that Article 10 is problematic for the UK. A reasonable reading of Article 10 is that it's a pretty expansionist position that the EU has got.